I'm Dan Hope. I'm 8-3, professional MMA. I fight out of the Dinky Ninjas, Glasgow.
My name is Jonathan Westin. I'm fighting out of Stock and Shoot in Stockholm. I'm 21 years old and my professional record is 3-1.
Fight camp's gone well. Took a 3 weeks notice, but I was already in training, hoping for a fight by the end of the year. Just been stepping up my training really.
My fighting camp have been really great. I have good preparation for about 3 months. I have been on the training camp in Poland and in the north part of Sweden a few weeks and concentrate on my wrestling and other skills and spar with different people, tall people, strong people, just to get my physique better. My physical training have been great, my technical training have been great. I have never been in this kind of shape I'm now. And my head coach Andreas Michaels have done a great job with my techniques.
I've seen Jonathan fight, good fighter. Think I'm better. Otherwise I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I was better. Better standing, and think I'll bring it better on the floor than him. I'll bring it to him.
My first opponent, Stephen Ray, have dropped out, and he and Dan Hope is totally different fighters. So I prepared for one kind of fighter, and now another type of fighter. But that's been bothering me. This is my job, and that's things happens, and I'm just focus on the right things, and now I'm gonna fight against Dan, and it's gonna be an amazing fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the first of our 2 main events of the evening, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds, sponsored by SKMS. For the Scottish Fight Challenge welterweight title! First of all, let me introduce to you, in the blue corner, standing at 5 foot 11 inches tall, Jonathan the Blizzard Westin.
Bort mellan hjärtats gröna ängar, bort mellan myran som prunkar fulla av bröllopsblomsterstrand. Så slågar vi med gammal här i vårt berg ifrån fjärran härligt sjöar störtar stora jämlikheter på hand. Tagen närmast med honom kommer
Jonathan Westin. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage the contender for the welterweight title, Dan Hope.
Jonathan Westin there out to the anthem from his homeland. Not Sweden, but the county that he's from. He's now posing with the title. I think a few fighters might take exception to that one. I don't think many people would take the belt before they'd won it.
I think they're just getting a picture with both of them, to be fair, because one of the SFC workers he's kept it. Don't know, they might know. Westin might just have took it automatically, but it would be a pretty poor way to win. He's got a hard challenge in front of him to win that belt. Dan Hope is a hard fight for everybody. Ask me how I know, because he kicks, punches, knees, elbows me every day. Dan Hope is a monster. I've seen Weston fight in Sweden as well. Looked a real talent, really comfortable with striking. He's a great well-rounder. Really interesting fight to watch because both guys are really, really well-rounded.
Really high-level fight, both guys from top camps. Hope, of course, from Scotland's Dinky Ninja fight team, Scotland's #1 fight team. Westin from arguably the best team in Sweden, Stockholm Shoot, home to UFC light heavyweight Alexander Gustafsson, and welterweight Nikoloz Masoki, the on-top welterweight champion. Both guys clearly from a very good pedigree.
Don't know too much about Weston's background, but Dan Hope's background was based in Thai, done a lot of Thai fights when he stayed in England, now lives in Glasgow training with the Dinky Ninja fight team.
Interestingly, Westin thinks that, I was speaking to him at the weigh-ins yesterday, and he thinks that the areas he'll be better than Hope in are the clinch and in his boxing, which could lead to this being a fantastic striking war.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first of the two main events. Let me first of all introduce to you over here in the blue corner. And he stands at 5 foot 11 inches tall, and that's 180 centimeters. And he weighs 12 stone, that's 168 pounds or 76.2 kilograms. His amateur record is 12 wins and 3 losses. He is a semi-pro record of 15 wins out of 17 fights and a pro record of 3 wins and 1 loss. He is a black belt in Goshido, a brown belt in Judo, and a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from the Stockholm Shoot in Sweden. He is Jonathan the Blizzard Westin. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, standing at 6 foot 2 inches tall, that's 188 centimeters, and weighs 12 stone 1 pounds. That's 169 pounds, or 76.8 kilograms. This 25-year-old has a record of 8 wins and 3 losses, and is the only pro who has beaten the talented Stevie Ray from the Dinky Ninjas fight team Grip House in Glasgow, Scotland. Please welcome to the cage, Dan Hope. Ladies and gentlemen, your match referee for this contest, Mr. John Jameson.
So guys, welterweight title, defending trophy at all times, obey my commands at all times. Any questions? Touch gloves, let's go.
I think this is going to be an absolutely fantastic fight, Donnie. Both guys, I think, are going to be willing to stand and trade and really go for it. Both very aggressive fighters.
I can't see the way this fight's going to go. I don't know if they're both going to come out and
Seconds out.
be wild
Round
and
one.
just go mad, or if they're really going to come out and be technical and have a really sensible fight.
Both guys well-rounded. Westin a southpaw.
When I seen Weston in Sweden when he fought, he did work a lot off his lead hand, lead hooks, lead uppercuts. As you can see, he's working double jabs and he's working his right hook. He'll throw his left straight after his right, but does start with
Nice
his
leg
right
kick,
hand a
Dan
lot.
Hope. Westin ducks under, looking for the takedown. Hope has the whizzer there, defending it well.
Dan Hope's got the wizard on his right side, keeping his left hand in front of Weston's face.
Seems to be looking to get the underhook there. Westin doing a good job though, getting double underhooks very nearly. It's interesting that Westin says he thinks he'll be better in the clinch whenever Dan Hope comes from a Thai background.
I think sometimes it's just a bit of mind games some fighters play. I don't disagree. He might have a great Thai clinch, and we're seeing it a bit here. There's a lot of clinch,
Great
and he's
trip.
got a takedown.
Nice trip takedown there.
Dan Hope's got to get his left elbow back. Weston might have. He looks like he could maybe work an arm triangle from here. Weston seems like he's trying to establish a position before he starts to ground and pound. He's not really through much strikes from here. He looks like he's trying to keep a strong position, then work his striking.
This was of course supposed to be Stephen Ray versus Jonathan Vestine. Ray vacated the title to go over to the Tough Trials, and Dan Hope stepped in at quite late notice, 3 weeks to go. Completely different change of opponent, obviously. Ray and Hope having very different styles, equally as tough though.
Weston looks to have a really strong base. Dan's working on keeping him from posturing. Not so much working on getting back to position yet.
Vestine not really done much here from top position. Not really managed to pass, not landed any strikes. He's trying to get that leg free.
Looks like he's trying to work into mount.
Hope doing a very good job here in half guard. Every time Vestine looks to pass, he's managed to defend it well, and he's almost working his way back into full guard there.
Hope's corner are telling Dan to get up because he's got his back close to the cage. Good opportunity for Dan to get his back up, try and stand up. Weston seems really strong. He has got a really strong base here.
Vestine only 21 years old. Trying to hold down Dan's left arm there so he can open up some room for shots. One of Sweden's biggest prospects, Jonathan Vestine, up against one of Scotland's best welterweights in Dan Hope.
Mount.
Vestine takes mount. Looking to grapevine the legs there.
Still, even in a dominant position, Jonathan Weston doesn't seem to be throwing much strikes. I think he's taking his time.
I think he has been quite cautious. Obviously a 5-round fight, so
no rush.
you
don't want to tire yourself out in the first round.
Exactly.
He's in a high mount now. It makes it more difficult for Dan to move because he's controlling his tap path. Dan's trying to use the cage. He needs to keep his arms safe. Weston looks like he's trying to.
Dan not in a tremendous amount of tunnel.
And he's up.
Dan not in a tremendous amount of danger yet, but it's definitely good that he's got back to his feet.
You know Weston's looking for the submission here. He's looking for the anaconda roll. He's got it tight. Dan's trying
and
to
he's
work
locked
to
up
get back
Dan's
on top.
leg as well. It's a tough position here for Dan.
It's in a really bad position here.
This doesn't look good.
Weston's squeezing.
This does not look good for the Scottish fighter here. And the fight's over. Dan Hope was choked out. Don't know if he quite went to sleep there, but he certainly wasn't far off. What a phenomenal performance from Jonathan Vestine. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. Superb stuff from the Swede. Puts on a brilliant display.
Really technical finish. Dan Hope's not a type of person to tap, so I think Dan would have rather went.
I think if he didn't go to sleep there, he was a second off it.
I think he did. I think he was just reacting as soon as the pressure let off. I think that's when he started to kind of get back up. Dan's all heart. He wouldn't tap.